What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Inflatable channel. Today we got a really cool video for you today. It's kind of a video talking about inflatables that I think are really cool and that I want to collect as an inflatable collector, that I think are kind of rare and are hard to find, but I think they're kind of cool, and if I can find them, I definitely would try to get them. And I've already kind of made a video like this before. This is kind of like part 2, and if you want to see the first video, the link is in the description, where I talk about inflatables that I would like to get that are maybe hard to find, or ones I maybe got in the past that I had to get rid of, and when I try to acquire again. So that video is in the description if you'd like to check it out. So today is kind of part 2 of that video. And so you're going to see the images right here of inflatables. So there's a few inflatables from the past few years that I have seen that I definitely would like to get, that I think are quite rare and you don't really see much in displays on YouTube and the Jimmy community and just in general. And so so I have inflatables from 2012 and 13 that I have really liked from Walmart, because in my younger days when I would go to Walmart during the holidays, I always went to the inflatable section immediately, as we all do in the Jimmy community, and would just stare all the different inflatables. And there was a few from 2012 that I really liked, and I've acquired, of course, a few of them. If you saw a recent video, I somehow managed to collect all 4 of the 3.5 foot collection. That was the sitting Santa, reindeer, penguin, and snowman. And I don't know if they were on the screen popped up, but if they are, you saw that. And so that was an interesting one to be able to have that full series from 2012. And I also have this snowman here, as you can see, which is from 2012. It's a 2014 model, but I count it as the 2012 snowman, even though it has a little different box. In 2012, there were a few designs that I really liked, and it's like I said, you'll see them on the screen next to me. There was a few that I actually liked, and I'm definitely have looked for and may get if I could find them. And the first one is this. This one is kind of cool. It's a Santa in a bathtub, and he has like the animated arm with the brush, and it has the reindeer next to it. That one I remember seeing in store, and really did like it, and would totally get it if I could find it. Maybe, I don't know. I try not to do silly ones, but that one I did kind of like because it is funny. And then the second one from 2012 is the shivering polar bear with the scarf. I remember seeing that one in stores and just online, and was like, that's such a cute design, and totally would have got it then, and still would get it now, because I don't really have any shivering inflatables except for the snowman that's in the ice cube. If you've seen that inflatable before, I do have a video on it as well. If you want to see that, there's a link in the description to it, because it is quite a unique inflatable, and I think only a few people might have it. I'm not sure. But back to what I was saying, and that polar bear is one that I've always liked and would totally get if I could find it, because that one's hard to find apparently. And then the other one from 2012, because I remember seeing it as well, is this one, which is a tent, kind of a camping scene, and it's like 2 reindeer in front of a campfire, and then Santa's sleeping in a tent. That one I've always liked, and would totally do something with that if I could find it. So those are the 2012 inflatables. And then in 2013, I remember seeing a few designs, because I didn't really get any Christmas inflatables in 2013, if I really remember. The only one I got in 2013 was the pumpkin stack from Aldi, which was my very first Halloween inflatable, which I've done a video on that one as well. If you want to see that, maybe I'll try to find a link. I did a video on it recently, so I might put that video in the description if you'd like to check out that video of my very first Halloween inflatable. But like what I was saying, I don't really recall getting any inflatables in 2013 for Christmas, that I believe. I don't really remember. No, because I do have a video of my 2013 display, and if I can get it from a hard drive, I may upload it, maybe just edit it down a little bit, because it is a little cringy, but it is cool. But overall, I don't remember getting any new ones in 2013, but I remember going to Walmart and seeing a few designs that I definitely liked and totally would have acquired, but didn't. And there was only 2, I believe, designs I liked from that year, because I did find some photos of Walmart's displays, and these were the only really 2 I remember liking. And the first one was this. It was a polar bear and 2 penguins doing like a snowball fight scene, and this is one of those rare inflatables where there's 2 in a box, like two inflatables in one box. You don't really see that anymore. Most inflatables are just one. You don't see 2 inflatables in one box. I don't know if they still do that anymore, but I thought that was kind of cool, and had the idea of doing a snowball fight scene with this inflatable and another one, which is penguins in front of an ice wall. Back to what I was saying, I had the idea of doing this cool snowball fight with the 2013 polar bear and penguin snowball fight combined inflatables with this one, which is from, I believe, 2011. I'm not entirely sure. That was two penguins and an ice in front of like an iceberg wall or something like that. And I was gonna do the two inflatables that are in one box here, and then that one kind of like across the yard to act like a snowball fight. And that's still a cool idea, and I don't think I'll actually try to find the other inflatable, but I showed it on screen there. But having those two, I think, would have been a funny idea as a scene. Excuse me, I keep looking at my cat. But overall, I think that would have been a really cool inflatable to get. And I have found it on eBay once before, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll definitely continue looking on that. And then the other one from 2013, which it was really hard to find an image of it, but it's this inflatable right here, which is from 2013 as well, and it's a swimming pool scene. It's got Santa trying to walk on the ladder, and it's got a polar bear, penguins holding Santa, and it's got a reindeer in the middle with one of those, like, it's that same kind of animated animation you see with inflatables that pop out of like a present or a juke or some kind of box. It's a reindeer coming out of the water, and that is still a cool inflatable. And I've seen it a little bit before online, but it's rare. I think it's hard to find as a, where you can. I've never really been able to find it online, but it is a cool inflatable, and if I were to find it, I totally would get it. So really, those are the only rare inflatables I definitely like for myself. Like I said in all these videos, I count myself to be a mediocre inflatable collector, as in I am part of the Jimmy community. I love decorating for the holiday seasons, except for maybe St. Patrick's Day. I don't really care about that one, but most of the major holidays like Valentine's, Easter, 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, those are the really major holidays I like to do outside decorating for. And I do like to collect inflatables, and it's not just like a money thing. I'm just not like super devoted to it, so it's like if I find a super rare one, it's like I must have it. There's just some certain designs from the past 10 years or so that I totally would acquire if I could find them, because I like inflatables. It's just something I've always been interested in, and I'm glad to be able now to document it and being a part of the Jimmy community. So it was a little bit of a side thing there, but that was about it, and I think those are most of the inflatables that I definitely would like to collect if I can find them, that are pretty rare, and I definitely would find them if I could. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.